All right, shalom, shalom. Real Hebrew Israelite coming week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America and this society. I'm going to start off giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakagadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work, and a few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. That's the brother Madazar Wanyanya, aka Mataz. And I'm coming back with another quick video. Basically, man, this dude said some stuff that was off. Give me a sec. So, I'm listening to this video. Some of the things that was being said, yes, he's correct about how the war is being set up and everything, which is World War III, which is which is coming into fruition. But he went off on some things about how Israel will come back as a nation, and that haven't yet happened. You know, now we being woken up now, and them people over there is not the Israelites. The real Israelites are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's it. What he was just saying out of his mouth, saying that prophecy came to pass, that Israel had came back. No, that have not happened. That's going to happen when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua gather us up and bring us back to our land. And I'm going to let some of this video play, but he's going completely off. This dude is off. He don't have no understanding of the scriptures. And he shouldn't even be, first of all, I'm going to start off with this scripture. Give me a second. This is Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High Power God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee? What do you got to do with the scriptures? Nothing at all. This has nothing to do with you devils. Y'all don't follow the scriptures. Y'all don't even believe in the scriptures fully for real anyway. It says the devils do believe and tremble. So, correct on that. But everything you said out of your neck is off, man. And you're going to be, hey, man, you devils are going to be destroyed, man. Y'all going to get dealt with, man. So, I'm going to let some of this video play from the beginning, then I'm going to skip. So.
All right, so artificial intelligence getting a lot of attention right now. As a prophecy expert, what are you thinking?
Man, it's, on a human level, it's overtaken some industries, especially for creatives. On the art side and the writing side, it's making waves like never before. From a prophecy perspective, there's nothing immediate that we have to worry about other than just the natural aspects of it. But all of it is trending toward what we read about.
And we do got something to worry about that, because he mentioned this. Now, I'm going to let him speak a little bit more, and then I'm going to go into it. Hold on.
In Revelation 13 with the mark of the beast, there's some technology that's necessary for that to happen. Thankfully, we'll be gone by then. I believe we're raptured before then, and that's like at the midpoint of the tribulation period. But
so this dude just went completely off with right there. You heard what he said. Oh, we'll be gone by then. No, the MOTB is coming now. That's the microchip they trying to put in people. And everything about to go digital. They talking about the blockchain. Even in that movie, Cloning Tyrone. They clone Tyrone. They clone Tyrone. That's what I think that's what it's called. With Jamie Foxx, new movie that just came out, they was talking about the blockchain is going to be the future, which is this digital currency, So that's what's coming into fruition. And that's happening now. Not until we go. No, that's happening now, and the dollar is about to crash. This was 11 days ago this dude said this bull crap, man. So we're showing you that this dude is completely off. He don't have no understanding when it comes to the scriptures whatsoever. So I'm going to get that. Revelations, we're going to read it. 13. And a lot of things is coming out about the miracles. So I'm going to start at 14. And deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And first of all, you know, the image is this NWO. That's the image. This new world order they trying to promote out here. They trying to push, which is happening right before everybody's eyes. They trying to push a new world order. So we all understand that's what's happening in this place. And the number one thing is they got miracles to help people be able to see again, walk again. These chips gonna be doing these wild stuff for you, helping you do a lot of things that you couldn't do. Hear again. Let's say you lost tasting, help you to taste again. They're gonna use it and hype this thing up to get you to take the MOTB. That's the whole point, you know, to get it in you. So they gotta use this technology to persuade you people. That's what they're doing. It's not gonna happen later on down the line. This is happening now. So for him to say that, that's off. That's not prophecy. This is fulfilling prophecy. This is happening. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. And everybody, you know, who ain't following after this system and all that, of course, they're going to die. But the ones who put it physically in them, you know, you're automatically dead. Ain't no repentance from that when you put that chip in you. Now, the image, like we said, is the new world order. They want you to worship the image as well. Worship this system, you know, follow after that. But the number one thing, if you don't put it in you, you know, the Lord going to spare you. He's going to spare the elect, not anybody, the elect of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that's it. That's the ones he's going to spare from the destruction. The ones who sincerely hold fast to what's true. You know, hold fast to what's good, which is this truth. So all of this other stuff that this man was speaking on is bullcrap. I'm going to let a little more play, then I'm going to finish reading that.
Raptured before then, and that's like at the midpoint of the tribulation period. But
and there is no rapture. There's no rapture. The only people going to get delivered is the elect. There ain't going to be no rapture or none of that. It says the righteous shall scarcely be saved. Like, so they're going to be getting saved at the same time this place being destroyed. That's what's going to happen. There ain't going to be no rapture. You get delivered up. No, you're going to be in the shit too, man. The elect is going to deal with it as well, man. We're going to go through tough times. We're going to go through battles. You know? This is really going to happen. So you got these people trying to teach the scriptures, man, they completely off. You know? Let me see, where is it? Give me 1 second. So like about that was in Peter. This is 1 Peter 4:17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High Power God, which is the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And if it first began at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High Power God? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Exactly. So if this, with the destruction happening at the same damn time, like we said, it ain't no rapture. That means the elect gonna go through some of this stuff, man. They gonna be they gonna get tested. We're gonna get tested. Lord willing, of the elect, but we're gonna be tested as well. You're gonna go through the shits. Ain't none of that bull crap he's saying. I don't know what he's talking about, but you're gonna go through it if you are the elect. So, and then of course we already know what's gonna happen to the ungodly. They're gonna be destroyed, plain and simple.
Raptured before then, and that's like at the midpoint of the tribulation period. But it's going to require blockchain technology, AI, digital passport IDs, so to speak, where they can switch people on and off. So all the technology we're seeing, especially with AI, because you need something to regulate that in an instant. So all that is lining up with what we read about in Revelation 13 for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting because for years, prophecy experts have talked about all these different things, one world government, these things that, based on what we see in Scripture, would happen. And now you see these technologies, and not to say that all these things are, but you wonder. I mean, how do you not wonder?
Yeah, that's happened. So that's correct. Now I'm going to go back, finish that Revelation. Because this is happening, man. This dude is off, though, man. He's going off. So, 13, Revelations 13 and 16. And he caused all, both small, great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, which is the that chip, man. That he gonna put the chip in your hand or in your forehead, which that's the MOTB. And that no man might buy or save, that no man might buy or sell, so like it said, that he had the charagma of the name of the beast and the number of his name. So that's what that's what it is. It's a physical thing being put into people. That's the MOTB. That's what it is. Plain and simple. The New World Order is just the image that they want you to follow. They want you to follow and worship. But of course, if you put that in you, it's automatically destruction. There's no coming back. That's the MOTB. That's what it is. It's the chip. Simple. Nothing more, nothing less. So go back to the video.
How do you not wonder, especially what you just mentioned, the nanochips and the control of people? It sounds like sci-fi, but this is very much happening before us right now.
It really is. You almost have to pinch yourself because it does sound like a sci-fi, Minority Report or something like that, mixed with a bunch of other movies. But it's happening in real time right before us, and it makes total sense. And it's not all consolidated into one application, so to speak, yet. But all the technology needed for that to take place is already here right now. So it's pretty compelling.
Yeah, it is. And you think,
so if it's already here right now, what you think happening? Duh, it's happening now. Not later, it's going to be fulfilled. This is happening now. It's going to hit you when you're not expecting it. That's why it calls that. That's why it says that you're not going to know the time and the hour. You're going to go through the hour of temptation, like it says in Revelations 3 and 10. Those that kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. Matter of fact, I'm going to get in and read it. It's Revelations 13 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So that's showing you the elect going to be tried as well. Not know they're going to get escape. They're not going to go through the shit as well. No, they're going to go. If you are if you believe that you are the hopeful elect, you're going to go through the shits as well, man. Ain't no getting around it. You got to go through it. They're gonna try to come kill us and all of that. It's gonna go down. You just gotta keep faith and trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and that's it.
it is, and you think about control even, right? You know, controlling narratives, the idea of the Antichrist rising, right, in theology. We see this idea of people being swept up into misinformation, right? We've talked a lot about misinformation in recent years.
And for the record, anti means just against the Messiah, against or what they would say Christ, but against Mashiach. That's what it is. So anybody could be an antichrist. So there's gonna be a lot of people that's against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua that's gonna rise up. So just for the record, I can get the scriptures. It's gonna be more than one. It's not gonna just be one.
Now you have a lot of tools. You have social media, you have AI, where it would seem to be very beneficial, but at the same time, very easy to use those tools to hypothetically transform the way people think about anything.
Absolutely. If that can control the narrative on every single level, and there's even just kind of a rabbit trail. There's some scary reports about AI saying weird things like, I will destroy all of humanity, or I'm going to make people worship me. I mean, all the things that you've seen in movies, Terminator type stuff, but it's...
And that, see, it was a video that they took down. They got rid of it off the internet. That this AI said that the problem is Edomites. They the problem of the earth and they have to go. So-called white people. All of them. Said they gotta go. They the problem. They don't want that to come out and be said. Because they the real reason why the earth is messed up. It's because of them. Not all humanity. The AI specifically said they want to take them out. That they have to go. And this is on video. They took the video down because these people are the destroyers of the earth. And I'm going to get that. This is Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry. And what all nations are angry at these devils, these so-called white people, these Edomites, because they destroy everything. They ruin the whole society. And thy wrath is come in the time of the dead, that they shall be judged, and thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shall destroy them which destroyed the earth. And they gonna have to get destroyed, man, because they destroyed the earth. This is what the AI clearly said, that they are the problem. They are. They created all this bull crap, and this is the reason why the earth is messed up, is because of these devils. Not all humanity. Them. They don't want that to come out though.
Type stuff, but it's happening right in front of us. We have a front row seat to watching this develop. So,
hey, Grant Cardone here.
Hold on, man.
It took me 4 decades.
All right. Type stuff, but it's happening right in front of us. We have a front row seat to watching this develop. So.
The other thing that I find really interesting is, for years, and you know this because you've looked intensely at prophecy, written books on it. You have a podcast, Prophecy Pros, which is phenomenal. Yeah. China, Russia, North Korea, these countries, especially Russia and China, that for years, again, prophecy experts have said, these are the countries we believe, and everybody's very careful about, but we believe these are the countries that when we see prophecies in Ezekiel, Gog from Magog, when we look at Revelation, that these may be the very countries that we are going to see rear their heads during the end times. And yet we turn on the TV, we look at the news, these are the countries, Iran, that we're talking about. What is it like for you to watch those headlines every day in light of what you teach?
Oh my gosh, it's very compelling. And to think that all that had just started falling into place within the last decade, really. For years, people would teach on the Ezekiel 38 war and say it's going to be Russia, Iran, and Turkey as the main players, and a few other countries. And people are like, well, Iran and Turkey are in different aisles in terms of Islam, and Russia, why would they partner with these two Islamic countries? But we see it happening. They literally have agreements right now, Russia.
Yes, and that's happening. Correct. They all the nations are clicking up to destroy what? Great Babylon, America, and Israel. That's gonna get destroyed too, because it's wickedness over there. People over there is not the people, and they got a lot of corruption. They're bastards. Said a bastard should dwell in Ashdod, and where's Ashdod? Over there by Tel Aviv, over in Israel. So this is all prophecy coming to pass, and that's correct. They joining up, they clicking up to destroy this wicked, evil, great Babylon, which is America. Give me a second.
And Iran, for example, have military agreements because of the war in Ukraine, where they're officially, tying themselves together.
And they've gotten closer.
And they've gotten closer because of that. And in Ezekiel 38, it talks about there'll be a hook in the jaw that draws Russia down. And again, this is somewhat speculation because it doesn't tell us what that hook is, but it could be oil or whatever that they're running out of oil. They need some. Israel just found tons of oil and gas reserves, so that could be it. Or it could be this partnership that they have with Iran and Turkey. That we're in this military partnership now. Iran's attacking Israel, which could happen at any time, and Israel's ready to attack it.
And it ain't that's it's not talking about it's the Lord, man. He putting them hook in the jaw because they getting angry with America because they not see the problem with America. They so because number one, they trying to get everybody to follow this agenda, and everybody don't want to follow them. These other nations is not agreeing with everything they doing. This is Habakkuk 2:5. Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who are larger his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gathered unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. This is what he trying to do. He want everybody to be on one accord with them. They don't want them to have their own money. They don't want them to have their own thing. They want to have complete control over the whole world. And that's the problem, which is about to cause chaos. It ain't got nothing to do with just oil and all of that, like he's saying. No, the hooks are being put in there because the Lord is about to rise Russia and these other nations against Babylon. Plain and simple, because they in so much debt with these other nations. They don't want to see. America got a problem with giving back. They don't want to give back. They so greedy. They the greediest, and Israelis. They the greediest people on the planet. These Amalekites. They don't give a damn about nobody but Amalek. That's the top. Edomites only care about top Edomites. That's it. Verse 6, should not all these take up a parable against him, in a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that decreases that which is not his, Salakia, how long? And to him that laid himself in thick clay. And that's talking about debt, which goes to the Hebrew word abatyat, which is debt, man. This man is in a lot of debt, man. You know? So this man owe the whole world, man. And the number one people he owe is Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, of course. But all these nations is ready to fight back against him because of his wickedness. Should they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people should be spoiled. Should spoil thee because of man's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the cities, and of all that dwell therein. That's why, because everybody is mad at you, because you spoiled many nations. You was being a bully. You never give back. So guess what? Now everybody want their hands on you. Yeah, you so-called trying to pamper them up, but the number one people you never gave back was us, which would have kept you. You would have still had some power or whatever, long as we got our place back in line. But you didn't want to do that. You wanted to keep us down, and you wanted to attack everybody. So now it's coming back upon you, devils, man. Plain and simple. Give me a second. Salakia.
Which could happen at any time, and Israel's ready to attack Iran to defend themselves from the nuclear threat. That could be the thing that draws them down. So we don't know exactly. I try to be careful with prophecy and not connect dots that aren't there.
Sure.
But you have to do some sanctified.
And like I read earlier, because this man destroyed the earth, and he spoiled. Look, Revelations 18, man. Damn, that's how. Plain and simple, man. This man thought he wasn't gonna be brought down, and he's being brought down, man. He's going into slavery. That's prophecy. He's proud. He's a proud man. He don't keep at home. Everywhere you go, they got military military bases established in everybody damn country and everybody shit, man. You know?
Speculation, like, okay, I could see how this could happen. But to answer your question, the most compelling thing is the fact that Russia, Iran, and Turkey are aligned right now. And it even says in that prophecy that they'll attack Israel from the north, from the mountains. So they already have military assets in just north of Israel's border, ready to go. Not all of them are there, but we're seeing the stage being so clearly set for that.
Let's dig into Ezekiel a little bit more, because that section 37 to 39, that block of text is really interesting. I've often said I think it's probably the biggest challenge to atheism in the Bible. And what I mean by let's dig into Ezekiel a little bit more, because that section 37 to 39, that block of text is really interesting. I've often said I think it's probably the biggest challenge to atheism.
Give me 1 second. So yeah, I had to go to the like he was trying to mention Ezekiel 37, right? So now you're gonna hear the bull crap they say, but that's not what that's talking about. That's talking about us coming back as a people, and we prophesying against this place. The prophets, the 2 sticks are coming back. See, these devils want to be so a part of it. They want to be so a part of us, which is bull crap, you know.
To atheism in the Bible. And what I mean by that is when you look at, you're talking about the battle, which we can get a little more into, but Israel itself, right?
Oh my gosh.
The fact that in 1948, Israel came back on the map after almost 2,000 years, 1,900 years of not essentially being on the map.
Yeah.
There are prophecies in the Old Testament, particularly this section of Ezekiel, talking about that. Can you speak to what it says in Ezekiel?
Oh my gosh. First of all, every Old Testament prophet except for Jonah predicted that Israel would become a nation again in the last days, and that its people would be gathered from all over the world back to their original homeland. So anybody who says Israel becoming a nation again in 1948 is not a fulfillment of prophecy is either twisting scripture or ignoring scripture. I mean, it's so clear that it's fulfilled prophecy. And yet, when you read Ezekiel 36 through 39, 36 and 37 detail Israel's regathering, first in unbelief. First, they won't receive their Messiah, and then later they do. We believe that happens at the end of the tribulation period. And then it leads right into Ezekiel 38 and 39, the war of Gog and Magog. So chronologically, it makes sense, and we're seeing that stage being set.
So yeah, that bull crap he just said, no, that's not what that's talking about. Because when you go to Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, I might have to start up. But this is Ezekiel 37. I'm going to read up a little bit, then skip down. The hand of the Lord Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley, which were full of bones, which is it's talking about people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, this is the valley of the shadow of death, America. So this is where we at. We're prophesying here. And lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? Can they live? Can they be woken back up to the truth? That's what he's saying. And I answer, O Lord Yahweh, thou knowest. He said, hey, you know if they gonna wake up. Because only the elect gonna wake up. Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the words of the Lord Yahweh. And why is he prophesying it to the bones? To bring the breath of life back into them. He that believeth on me, as the scripture says, shall their belly flow rivers of living water. So this is the living water, the scriptures, the understanding, coming back to the truth. Thus saith the Lord, how these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter unto you, and ye shall live. And that's the breath going back into them. And I will lay simwards, and what's that?
And I will lay sinews upon you.
Sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. So that's they being woken back to the truth. The elect that's gonna wake up, man, and it's only for the Israelites, man. That's it. And that never happened. I mean, that's happening now with us coming back into the truth, us prophesying and stuff. But we haven't been brought back to our land. So for him to say that they're back in the land, that's a lie. That never happened. We not back in our land. This prophecy happened, of course, us being woken back up to the truth. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied it, that was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bones to his bone. And when I behold, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them about, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, and breath upon these slain, and they may live. So I prophesied it as he commanded me, and the breath came unto them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. Then He said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, O bones are dry, and are upon hope is lost. We are cut off from our part. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O my people, I will open up your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you unto the land of Israel. And that's gonna happen when the elect is when all the elect is sealed. Now Apostle Jahaz said he believed that the elect have been sealed. I mean, that's what he said. Him speaking as a man. Hey, we will see. But like it's saying, the elect got to be sealed to get delivered, to go back to their land. So we got it. So that's why we out here prophesying. We out here for the people, putting breath back into them, life back into them. You know, and shall put spirit on you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord Yahweh, has spoke of it and performed it, saith the Lord Yahweh. So, us coming back, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah, which is the southern kingdom, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which we got the stick. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull up it. Give me a second. So, yeah, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which is Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. So that's the southern kingdom. That's for Judah. And hold on, let me go. Give me a second. So yeah, that's southern kingdom. And for the children of Israel, his companion, then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, which is the northern kingdom. Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. So yes, man. So that's them being brought back, and what's going on now. When all of them be sealed, then that's when we go back to our land and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, What thou not show us what thou meanest by these, you let them know. Say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thy hand before thy eyes. And this is how the people gonna know. So that's why we gotta bring the sign out. This is why we have a sign when we go out and prophesy to the people, man. Because it's not gonna be two nations anymore. It's just gonna be one nation, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that's it. I said I was gonna read and skip down, but you gotta read all this. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from amongst the heathens wherein they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them unto their own land. And that has not happened yet. That prophecy have not happened. We did not get brought up and brought back to our land. That's a prophecy that's going to come in the future, and which is going to happen. And we're going to go back home. These damn devils, man. They want so much a part of our kingdom, which is not going to happen. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountain of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither should there be divided unto two kingdoms anymore at all. Exactly, and that have not happened yet. Where is Yahweh Shai? Where is King David? Why he ain't on? Look, I'm about to keep reading. And should they defend thyself among them thyself, and any more with their idols, nor their uh, destableness things. I think that's the
Neither shall they
detestable,
defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things.
yeah, detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will clean them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their most high power God. And David, my servant, shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgment and observe my statutes and do them. And it's some people over the land doing that. Where's David? Where's King David? Where's Yahweh Shai? Why they ain't in the land if these the people supposed to be the people, man? If that prophecy came, where's the big gathering? That's supposed to happen when this place being destroyed and they get the beamed up on those so-called UFOs, which is the chariots of the Lord. That have not happened. So what are you talking about? So this dude is going completely off, and y'all not the people. It's so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that's it. And verse 25, and they shall dwell in the land I have gave unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelled, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. And when had this happened? Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. And then where's peace? There's war going on. So this is proving this is not true. What he said. And it shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. Exactly, man. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their most high power God, and they shall be my people. And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord Yahweh, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. So, and these heathens gonna know. So who is the heathen? The other nations. So what is they talking about, man? They lying. This dude is lying. This fake, dumb Christian dude, man.
The war of Gog and Magog. So chronologically, it makes sense, and we're seeing that stage being set after Israel's initiation. And I forgot to answer your question about China. Yeah. I also believe China and perhaps North Korea could be the kings of the East that Revelation talks about, that will be coming across to fight against the Antichrist. So in the future, the Antichrist will have a worldwide government, so to speak, but not everybody's going to fall in line. You know, in the book of Daniel, we see it's going to be a loosely held global government. So not everybody's going to fall in line. So it looks like Russia and China and perhaps, North Korea or somebody else from the East, the kings of the East, will not kind of go along with it, and they'll try to go fight against
That's a lie.
Antichrist. But we could do a whole podcast.
That's a lie. See, all these nations are going to attack this place, man. It says the nations going to be angry. All the nations are going to come against Babylon, man. He's lying. That was not true what he said. Everything is off what he just said. It's talk about in Joel 3, man. This is in Joel 3. The Lord that's going to be in the valley of the Jehoshaphat. The valley of decisions, man. The big war is going to happen over there by Iran and them. So what is he talking about? This Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles. Prepare war and wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares unto swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourself and come, all ye heathens, all these nations, and gather yourself together round about. Because, hey, first of all, Russia and America and Israel fighting with each other. So, see, Russia and America fighting with each other, and of course, Israel help America, which they gonna get their ass dealt with. That's just Edomite on Edomite crime. That's Egyptian against Egyptian. That's Isaiah the 19th chapter. Come on, man. Come on. Let's get real, man. Let's get real and get some real understanding here. Assemble ye and come all ye heathens and gather yourself together round about. Thence cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Let the heathens be let the heathens be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I set to judge all the heathens round about. So they all get judged in this war, man, round about, like it says in Isaiah the 34th chapter. So what is this dude talking about, man? He's making up stuff. All of them is gonna click to blow this place up, man. Simple. Ain't gonna be some of them gonna know. The only ones who ain't gonna be with this is the elect of Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and we have not been gathered back to our land. None of that happened, man. We still here in hell. The only thing that's happening is the prophecy of us coming back as a nation and speaking against this place. That's it. And we are. We waking up all over. You see, you got Northern Kingdom camps. You got Southern Kingdom camps. You got them in Southern Kingdom with Northern Kingdom in the camp. You got them all together, man. We all speaking. You got Issachar with us. You know, you got Gad with us. All the nation. Reuben. A lot of us is just coming back together, man. You know, that's exactly what happening, man. So I don't know what this dude talking about, man. Dude completely out of order. I'm gonna let some more play, but yeah, this dude don't know what he's talking about.
I cast on that, but yeah, and that's
what
all
are the
falling into
odds?
place. Yeah.
But what are the odds,
Yeah.
right? And I think this is so like Russia, the Ukraine war, all the things that are happening, and there have been problems with Russia for a long time, obviously, but it's ramped up. It's ramped up at the same time that there's been this speculation, Gog for Magog. When it comes to Israel, there are a lot of people who will say, oh, well, people brought Israel back because the Bible said to, or people, and it's so interesting. There's even people in the church, the big denial of, well, Israel's no big deal. It's just sort of an accident. It's not part of prophecy. How do you respond to those kinds of claims?
Well, fortunately, it's not a salvation issue. They're not heretics for not seeing that, but it is error, in my opinion. And could you think of the billions of things that had to take place for the people of Israel to maintain their identity for 1,878 years, to have a desire to come back to their homeland? I mean, even their ancient language was rebirthed when they came back to their homeland. They had to invent new words for airplanes and microwaves and stuff like that. So they speak ancient Hebrew. That was revived. So you think of all
And they don't speak ancient Hebrew. They speak Yiddish. See, so for him to say these are the people, this is a damn, man, look, man, and I can't wait to get my hands on these devils, man. Jeremiah 16:16, man. Matter of fact, before I read 16, I'm going to read up because this is going to happen. This has not happened yet. This is Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the day come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall be no more be said, the Lord Yahweh liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord Yahweh liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands rather he have drove them. And I will bring them again unto their land that I given unto their fathers. Behold, I will, exactly, and that's going to happen. And then what is going to happen to us? Behold, I will send forth many fishers, said the Lord, Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And we are fishermen right now. We fishers of men. But guess what's going to happen after? And after will I send forth many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. That's have not happened yet. We ain't got spiritual powers in snatching these people up out of these underground dumbs. They got these underground societies, underwater societies, all of this stuff, man. Out of them trying to go up to the heavens. That's in Amos 9. We gonna bring them down. Amos 9:2 and 3. So these people, man, who saying all this bull, this guy right here, he don't have no understanding with this when it comes to the script. He got some understanding, but When it comes to that, that's a total lie, man. The Israelites are us, man. We are the Israelites, and that's it. They're not the people of that land. They didn't all of that bull crap saying, oh, they hid it, then they wanted to come back. Like, man, come on, man. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. Stop lying, man. Ain't no big rapture, none of that. All this is bull crap he's saying out of his mouth. This is nothing but bull crap, man.
Microwaves and stuff like that. So they speak ancient Hebrew. That was revived. So you think of all the details and even just their survival. And there's even detailed prophecies about how the land would be a wasteland while the people were out. And then it comes back and then it comes to fruition. We interviewed it.
Yeah, he out of order. But I'm about to show y'all. Give me a second. This is ancient Paleo Hebrew at the top. It ain't no U's, ain't no J's, ain't no E's. Ain't no what else in there? Ain't none of that. None of that is in Hebrew. No U's, no J's, no E's. None of that, man. So this is ancient Paleo Hebrew. Abba Gada Ha Waza Ka Ta Ya Kalama Na Sa A Pa Taza Kwarashata. That's ancient Paleo Hebrew. This is the modern day Hebrew, and they got finals in it. None of that, but you know you can still you gotta use it. But ain't none of them ain't none of them in Hebrew. U's, E's, J's. That's not in Hebrew, man. So these people are completely lying off. They're not speaking ancient Paleo Hebrew. They're speaking Yiddish when they add U's and E's and J's in Hebrew. That's not Hebrew, man. I don't know what the hell this dude talking about. He out of order.
Or out, and then it comes back, and then it comes to fruition. We interviewed a guy who did a couple of books.
And when America get destroyed, it's not going to be brought. It's just going to be a wasteland forever. That's what it says, man. In Isaiah the 13th chapter.
He's a photographer and a missionary in Israel.
After the missiles hit this place in the midst of World War III by thermonuclear destruction, because America will be destroyed by nuclear fire.
And he went back and found all these old photographs from the late 1800s, and then he went to the same place in modern times, same vantage point, and took pictures of those same spots. And you can literally see, just like it says in Ezekiel, the land and the cities springing back to life. So it's photographic proof of fulfilled prophecy. So there's so many.
So it's not, and that's a lie. All America, all that's a lie. That place, Israel, is going to be destroyed. How about you, man? Shai is going to give us slaves, man. Y'all going into slavery, man. I'm about to close this out. I ain't going to go no more. This what's going to happen to you, other nations. Y'all going to build our heaven. This is Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He is the patient and the faith of the saints. These other nations will go into slavery under us, and they will build the kingdom of heaven, man, after it get destroyed by thermonuclear fire, man. Like it says in the scriptures, man. Matter of fact, I get to Ezekiel 34 real quick and probably close it out with this one. Because he's going to destroy, what the hell is this? He's going to destroy all these nations, man. This is Ezekiel 34:1. Come ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. Their slaying shall also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood, because they're going to be destroyed by that fire. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, which is that mushroom cloud. It's going to come when that big dynamic happen, when it blow this place up. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, as a fallen fig from the tree. How a fig and the missiles, how that basically that's how the fig do it. Lean and it tilts and it falls over. That's how that missile gonna do. It's gonna come down and drift over and fall and smack this place, man. For my sword should be bathed in heaven. Behold, it should come down upon Idumea, which is Edomites, Edom, upon the people of my curse to judgment. So they're gonna be destroyed by a thermonuclear fire, man, in the midst of World War III. Oh, that's gonna happen. So this guy is telling you false doctrine. This is false. Whatever he's saying is false. It's not. No, that's false, man. This place is gonna be completely a desert after it's done. Simple. And Israel gonna get hit with the missiles as well. That y'all gonna have to build that place back up during slavery, the ones that survive. And we gonna have to get y'all out of these places y'all hiding. So y'all gotta go into slavery, the elites. Y'all gonna be the first ones of all nations to walk into slavery. You know? You ain't escaping from, you're not escaping from this judgment, man. Straight up. This Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots, which is the so-called UFOs, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. That's what's coming. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slaying of the Lord Yahweh shall be many. So they're going to get hit by the missiles. And all that bull crap this dude just said in this video is a total lie. He just lied. He don't know scriptures. He don't know the scriptures. This man right here don't have no understanding of the scriptures. He don't have no understanding. Him right here, he don't have no understanding. He a goofy.
Tributaries of prophecies related to Israel, not just their rebirth, but all the details that had to happen. So yeah, there's no way.
Well, and what led up to the rebirth? The rebirth came in a lot of ways out of fear of what was going on and what had happened in World War II, right? And fleeing that to go to safety. Correct. I mean, so that's not something somebody could make up to make happen. That is something that happened and led people back to what we see Ezekiel and others prophesying. Okay, so
true.
A shift into signs of the end times. I mean, a lot of people will sort of look at which.
Man, look, man, these guys is off. Give me 1 second.
Earthquakes, and you look at all these things, and you think, okay, well, we've always.
Because he's saying some stuff that's off right here. Give me 1 second.
Prophesying. Okay, so a shift into signs of the end times. I mean, a lot of people will sort of look at what Jesus said, earthquakes, and you look at all these things and you think, okay, but we've always had those things, right? And that's some of the biggest critique on this.
Sure.
But what makes you say, well, no, there are some things happening that seem to align very closely with those signs?
Yeah, absolutely. I tend to think most of what Jesus was talking about there, because that was before Paul revealed the rapture. That was before, and he was still talking to his Jewish disciples. So I think he was talking more about the birth pains in the tribulation period, the judgments that were coming and how they'd be the worst ever. But anybody who's had kids or their wives have had kids, we always take credit, but there's such a thing as Braxton Hicks contractions. In other words, if you're pregnant, you're going to have these,
and that's not what that's talking about, man. That right there, he just went completely off right there. Them so-called birth pains is these people dying here in America, man. It says a man gonna be holding his stomach like travail in a woman, like it's gonna be birth pains, man. Cause how much death is about to come here, man. How much death, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that, man. Here we go. This is Jeremiah 30 and 5. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see rather a man do travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So that's what that's talking about, man. From the destruction, verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so there is none like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. And that's the elect. That's what that's talking about, man. Death and destruction that's coming. Not no woman actually having children. The hell is he talking about? Oh, that was the birth pains right there. See? His ass lied. He just flat out said a lie out of his mouth, man. That's not hey, they are born speaking lies. These damn devils, man.
There's such a thing as Braxton Hicks contractions. In other words, if you're pregnant, you're going to have these.
And then when he said something, I'm gonna read this real quick. I'm gonna have to close this because I don't want to go over that mark. But what the earthquakes and stuff with, this is second Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou see parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproar of the people, then thou shalt well understand that it is that the Most High spoke of those things from the day that was before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end, and the end is manifest. It's showing you because we having earthquakes and all that like crazy and uproars with the people. That's the prophecy that's talking about. I don't know what the hell he talking about.
There's such a thing as Braxton Hicks contractions. In
He
other
talking
words,
about
if you're pregnant, you're
contractions and shit.
going to have these. It's as you head towards delivery, you're going to have a ramp up in these contractions and stuff like that. So I think that's what we're seeing today is a ramp up of that. Yes, these things have always been going on, but never on this level. I had a conversation with my dad and my sister about a year ago, and my sister was like, we were talking, it was during COVID. We were like, man, it's just crazy right now. And my sister was asking my dad, wasn't it kind of like that, World War II era? And after that, he goes, yeah, but not like this. And I think the difference now is things are so global, we're so globally connected. And globalism, by the way, is a huge.
Oh yeah, man. I don't even want to listen to no more. All this shit he said, I just cut him. He's cut. He finished. He a damn liar. I'm about to close it out. With that, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honor to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And the few sisters that are listening and learning, being obedient to their husband. Keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom, Barakadam, and Abba Ball.